The Raven Remastered, da det bare å kjøre på. Aner ikke hva det her har ikke sett noe på forhånd, så det blir spennende. Så da det bare å jumpe inn da. Ja da, new game, kjør da. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Hæ? Kapittel? Ok. Koselig med loading screens da. Det kommer til å bli et par av dem, tror du ikke det? Uff av meg i hvert. Ja, det masse shapes. Aner ikke hva det firmaet der har aldri hørt om. Musikken i hvert fall krem da.
Thrilled, Miss Tangri.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught, another one takes his place. Hey, Harold, have you read this? Harold?
Nei, hvor Harold?
Harold?
Håper det står greit til.
Harold? You hear me?
Fy faen, han redd. Det jeg også.
This is no time for fun and games.
Oi.
Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do
Nei,
you know?
ikke
Doesn't
øye.
matter.
Stjæl det.
All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate, we'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
what?
Halt!
Han gjetter.
You're under arrest!
Jeg fugler jo. Det spennende, ass. Fy søren. Jeg får nøya. Jeg går til Ekspressen. Musikken faen meg trøy, ass. Det her skal bli spennende. Oi, tog. Ja, tog. Det mulig å skippe det her? Nei. Ja, faen, da sitter vi her, da. Hvordan har dagen deres vært? Min har vært krem. Benny Orsman musikk. Det skal jo ha. Det bra så langt. Neimen, det Magda? Magda og Ruth?
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
Stakkars fyr, han ville bare gønne.
You're funny, but you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Oi, ja, her har vi begynt.
What's your name, boy?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice at the moment. We're taking a cruise on a big ship.
Impressive. You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
Har du gått med Sveits, da?
And what's with the gun? What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre, and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels.
Tyveri i London.
You do know, these days there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
It's a straight out of Indiana
It's
Jones.
a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police, but it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
Nei, vi legger litt hjelp, ass. What's going on here? Breakfast?
But monsieur, your journey on this train is most unusual. Is it related to the burglary at the British Museum?
Not in the least.
And the safe? What's that for?
I'll let you know if we need your help, Constable. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery.
Fy faen, altså, jævla
I am
taper.
a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't
Wow,
a violin
bra jobba,
player.
Sherlock.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable...
Zellner.
Constable Zellner. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
Ok. Hva det tjomrikken driver med på toget? Det blir spennende. Leite etter noen. Hvorfor skal han leite etter noen? Ser ikke ut som en kar som er venner han der. Pass på noe, da. Ja, du passer på noe, du er en luring.
I think you're guarding something.
Oh, really? And what might it be?
Alltid cash.
We're in Switzerland. The safe was loaded aboard. Perhaps it's full of money.
Oh, come now. You really think that I of all people, would be minding a pile of money? And in Switzerland, of all places? No. So what is it that I'm guarding?
Det hadde vært lett å sagt at det er inni safen da, men det er sikkert juvel da.
Could it possibly be a jewel making a long and perilous journey?
You're guessing. Can't possibly know what's inside the safe.
But if that were the case,
Then I'd ask you why the train wasn't crawling with police.
It's a trap!
you don't want to arouse attention.
Évident, but why not?
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive.
Uff a meg.
The fewer people involved, the better. We'll get along fine without you.
You won't.
Oi, ny karakter.
Won't. Pardonnez-moi.
I can help. And I will
Hva
help.
meg? Hørte
You're
feil.
in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zelna. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know?
Fy faen, øksa der baki der. Den skulle faen meg tatt og høgd han rett i huet.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa! It was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
Nikolai,
I
altså.
wouldn't
Fy faen,
either.
luring.
All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom.
Ingen bryr seg, Matthew.
If I were a little kid.
Ingen bryr seg!
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
Vi lærer hvordan ting fungerer. Yes, vi får prøve det da.
This morning I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
Så bra da. Åja, se ut der, du! Dæven. Søren, ass, det er elaborate tutorial, ass. Aldri vært borti annet, ass.
I wrapped the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket. Still, I'd prefer not to have to carry them all day.
Det er luring, du, kompis. Kan bruke to og to sammen, ja.
The napkin came with the croissant I bought at the train station. A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either. Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat.
Nei, fy søren, ass, det er luksus.
Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical.
Ok,
No need to ever leave your seat.
ja vel. Og hva skal jeg gjøre mer med det? Litter.
All right.
Ok, spillet er ikke mer komplisert, nei. Det her blir spennende. Ok.
violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world. One can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
Åh, this.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Da er jeg sikker på at du er kjempeflink, ja. Det er sikkert det regner Odd Nordstolo, tenker ikke det. Hvor skal
Are
vi
you
tro?
traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian museum there.
Ok, så dette spillet her handler om museer, altså. Og tyver. Ok, så det er museumstyveri. Fy søren. Jeg faen meg som han Tjomlikken selv, hovedpersonen. Jeg setter en og en sammen, så blir det resultater.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Ok.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow.
Åh,
And he's traveling through
Ja,
it.
ja,
One can
greit,
only
ja.
hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
jeg trykte på det i stad. Jeg vil ikke gjøre det her igjen.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Ja, ikke sant? Forbanna sveitsere med sine tog.
Very kind of you. Thanks. Oh, pardon me.
Det er Sigmund Freud, ja.
No problem. The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucio. Professor Edgar Lucio.
Oh, a
Det
professor.
var ikke Freud. Det var ikke Sigmund.
Are you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't
Ja, jeg skjønner det. Det er flere museer. Ja.
So you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh no?
Well, there was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was a break-in your museum, and it didn't concern you?
Well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
May I ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, or so I'm told.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave now.
Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
Skal jeg si adjø?
I don't want to take up any more of your valuable
Ja, det er kjedelig
time,
type.
but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah,
Må bruke
we'll
litt
sort it
kraft.
out somehow. The compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All right,
Oi,
just
oi.
wait here.
Hvorfor har du så fastert tjommi?
I don't believe it.
Magda
I
Ruth, ja.
never thought I'd ever meet you.
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable.
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
A pleasure. May I ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather
It's all
not
right.
discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine. As much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best.
Vent nå litt. Nei, det tapper ikke det i faen.
Mr.
Zellner.
Right, right. How can I help you?
Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Det var vel ikke så avansert hvis de
One
klarte å stikke
cannot
av, men
execute
ja, ja.
a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here. Locked.
Bang, bang!
I hell!
Matt, have you gone mad?
I'll shoot.
Jævla dust!
Hey, my pistol!
Du kunne ha drept
Get it
meg,
back
ditt
in
naut!
Venice. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past the window.
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
well,
Now
Vito,
get
yeah.
moving.
Oh, man.
Ah!
The ladder leads up to the
Nå
roof.
skjønner jeg hvordan det
It will be
fungerer.
suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels. No, I'll stay down here.
Åh, Anton Pys, altså.
I strongly suspect that the door is locked. No, it's open. Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the yard. This is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With something inside the safe?
Someone hasn't done his homework.
What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur?
Never mind.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country. I could be your eyes on the train as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
Altså, Nikolai, det der tonen der kan du bare legge fra deg med en gang. Jeg vil bare hjelpe, jeg.
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur. I go attend to the door now.
Good. And, Constable Zellner?
Yes?
Don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement.
Ja, det skulle tatt seg ut.
Not twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood. An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Ja, det hadde vært rørende, måtte ikke. Åh, det vin? Det vin? Turn up for vin!
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth.
Det kan jeg tenke meg.
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child.
Ja,
Their
ok.
only drawback, they don't play nice with
Sorry,
false
jeg tok
teeth.
feil.
I suppose the steward won't object to me having a look around in his absence. Pad on which the steward writes orders, empty. Maybe he didn't use it because there's not much to do today. The steward probably uses the scissors on hard-to-open packages. These days, nearly everything is sealed up tight. A colleague recently told me about dry powdered soup in small bags. I couldn't believe it.
Nei, det magien til Toro, det.
A shortwave radio. It's amazing how small these things have become in the last 10 years. A shortwave radio. It's amazing how small these things have... Perhaps he keeps the compartment keys in there. Locked. The lock is so cheap that I could easily pick it. If I want to impress Legrand, I should probably just do it. He's famous for his unconventional methods. This is the steward's own little kingdom. But as long as he's not around, he won't be upset if I take a look. This is the steward, but as long as he's... I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock.
Ok. Da skal vi få noe veier.
Constable?
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope.
Han strekte meg nesten.
Just walked past us, silent and seething.
Pass på
That's
ungen din.
usually a sign that someone's laid down law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Maddie is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
I understand.
Could you, leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
Okay. Tannpirker.
The steward must have forgotten. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
Det mulig å få
An
strikkepiller?
extraordinary woman. Yet... Mrs. Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. Very diligent. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt. And a difficult boss, from what they say.
Hæ? Hva er han?
Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I was totally focused on my work.
She's always got an awful lot to do, my Mary.
You have to tell me if that's not all right with you.
Good Lord, child. Knit as much as you want.
So, nothing out of the ordinary.
No, Constable.
Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye,
greit, da.
Constable.
Det var ikke det jeg ville. Jeg vil jo gå til neste tog. Nå kommer jeg til å gå forbi her. Hvis du maser på meg nå, så kan du dra til helvete. Jobbe med saken.
The Vicarage in the Mirror. A detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. Who would have ever thought that I would meet her in person? For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her plays. Should I ask for an autograph?
Ja, det
That
synes jeg
would be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand...
Ja, få en autograf.
Matt doesn't really seem to be content. Hello, Matt. Oh, come on.
Oh, the silent treatment. Wow.
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh, man. Couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't learn anything from this either.
Drittungas.
The large map shows the different routes of the Orient Express. This train began in Paris and ends in Istanbul, as usual. Unfortunately, it will make most of its journey without me.
Okay.
This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine.
Ja. Og da må vi vel fort vekk gå inn i toget, da. Det lort seg ikke gjøre. Den er grei.
The violinist, the one guy. There could be many. My money. I don't know what more to ask. He hasn't noticed it.
Sant.
Yes, what is it?
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When did you... When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What? In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform.
Herregud.
James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says...
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
The Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Gjorde tydeligvis
Very
det,
well
da.
then. I shall be on the lookout for your
Herregud, for
purse.
de karakterer, altså.
If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was looking for my purse. James, tell him to look for my purse.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
But couldn't we perhaps... All right. First, the purse.
Okay.
I will have a look around.
Thank you, sir.
Ha det bra, Alfred. Så vi prøver å snakke med han her. Har du noe mer å bidra med, kompis?
He doesn't make a very balanced impression. And he, of all people, isn't bothered by a robbery in his own museum. Perhaps a thoughtful conductor noticed that Professor Lucien wasn't in his compartment and locked it.
Alla, kjære. Er det mulig å få en autograf, eller?
Excuse me, Lady Westmacott.
Constable Zellner, how can I help you?
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zellner?
If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience. But only a small one.
Takk skal du ha, Magda. Der er du sterk.
You are welcome.
Thank you. There's something else. A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Have you asked my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
I'll go and do that now. Another time. Farewell, Lady Westmacott.
Constable?
Ok. Så ikke der. Jeg må tilbake da. Men først så hører vi med han tjongrikken her om han har funnet den.
Hello, Dr. Gebhard.
Ah, Mr.
I meant to ask, the Baron...
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there, and now a baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Skitten rik, ja, det hadde vært drømmen.
There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Ok. Matthew.
Come on, Matt. Did you really think that you can ignore me for longer than I can ignore you? I'm Swiss. It's practically a national sport. Matt is digging in his... I won't get anything out of him as long as he's angry with me.
Oi. Skal jeg gi piller til tiden?
Matt is digging in his... I won't get it. Matt is digging in... I won't get anything up.
Okay, det funker ikke. Nei, her blir ikke noe blokkere.
You can easily lock the compartment door.
But I didn't lock it.
Nei, du gjorde ikke det, din luring.
Professor, if you had locked the door from in there, you wouldn't be out here.
That's true.
The door is locked. I'm at a loss without a key or a proper tool.
Ok. Så det jeg må ha nøkkelen til den der forbaskede boksen på utsida. Og så må vi ta det derfra, tenker jeg. Men først må vi finne bagen til hun der dama, da.
Inspector Legrand,
Anything to report?
Kom igjen nå, gutta.
Baroness von...
Har dere sett en bag? Jeg trenger bagen.
Baroness von Trebitz. Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
But it has nothing to do with our case. Why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
I'll get back to work now.
Good.
Takk for ingenting, da. Naut, altså. Er det mulig å
The
fyre på
box
her,
is secured with a padlock. I won't be able to open it without a key.
Ok. Da må vi finne en nøkkel. Det pleier å hjelpe. Da tar vi en tur bak hjørnet her, tenker jeg.
Maybe if I just suck it.
Vent da.
I won't
Butterscotch.
need any just now. It would be rather embarrassing if I met Legrand and wasn't able to open my mouth because it's been stuck shut or because I lost some teeth.
Yes. Nei, men da skal vi gjøre han der gode Matthew fornøyd. Gir vi han litt av karamell i nebbet, så tenker jeg...
Excuse me, Lady Westmore.
Jeg skulle ikke snakke med deg! Jeg skulle gå til den andre vogna!
Another time. Farewell.
Herregud, ok. Det der var litt mongo, ass. Det der kommer til å bli irriterende i lengden. Sigmund, nå nærmer det seg her. Nå får vi svar. Vær så god, Matt.
Would you like a butterscotch?
You think you can bribe me?
I
Ja,
have
det
no
tror jeg.
reason to. You made trouble and got punished for it. Take it as a peace offering.
Just 4?
If I'm faster than you, there'll only be 3.
Hey!
Friends again?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. And no dangerous nonsense anymore.
Okay.
Har du noe svar, Tjommi?
Your mother is Lady Westmacott's companion, correct?
Yeah, but it's not like you think. At first I thought, boy, you must be really wicked if you need to pay for friends. But the lady's really okay. A bit odd and really old. But other than that, she's great. She likes me.
The lady has peculiar taste.
Hey!
And how long has your mother worked for the lady?
2 years.
And your father? What does he do?
He stayed home. I used to go fishing with him. And hunting. He even let me shoot a real gun.
And then?
Then Mom fought with him. And he left. I was 7.
Sorry, kompis.
Oh, and how old are you now?
In 8 months, I'll be 9 years old.
And do you already know what you want to be when you grow up? A burglar?
No. We'll see. Maybe an actor.
Really? Well, I don't know. You need a lot of talent for that. I'm an actor in a theater group, you know.
This.
You are?
Oh, yes. And I'm one of the best in our group, if I may say so. I get really deep into my roles, you know? I don't just talk like the character. I think like him. I become him. It's the only way to... Matt, are you okay?
I think you just have to be good at copying things to be an actor.
That wasn't bad. Disturbing, but not bad. The Baroness in the second compartment over there is missing her purse. Do you have any idea where it could be?
Do I ever? That guy over there with the violin case?
What about him?
He picked up something in Zurich and put it in his violin case.
Oi, oi.
Really?
Yeah.
Har du tasha bagen, kompis?
But you saw him.
Uh-huh.
Did you also see what it was?
Nah, not really. But now that I think of it, it must have been the Baroness's purse.
I should look into it, shouldn't I?
I think so.
Tell me, have you seen the steward anywhere?
No. He was walking around a little while ago, though.
Hopefully they didn't forget him in Zurich.
What's he supposed to do?
I'm looking for a key to open a compartment door.
Did you check his things behind the counter?
I'm sure the drawers will be locked.
Can't you break it open? Or pick the lock like the Raven?
Perhaps. But I'd need a piece of wire or something like that.
Ask my mom. She has a lot of hairpins. She doesn't like the wind messing up her hair.
Ser man det, ja?
Thanks for the tip.
Tenkte jeg skulle be om en strikkepinne. Det blir hårnål, da. Hvor du bor, vet du hva, Mathieu? Det driter jeg i. Det er ikke så nøye.
So longer.
Ok, da konfronterer vi.
The violin case looks pretty old, but that doesn't say anything about the quality of the violin. The best violins are often in the oldest cases.
Er det mulig å konfrontere deg, kompis?
I doubt the violinist will let me have a look in his case.
Nei, ikke sant.
Excuse me, sir. A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps it was stolen.
Really?
Someone saw you with your violin case on the platform in Zurich.
What's the meaning of this? I didn't steal anything.
Nobody said you did. I just wanted to ask you whether you might have noticed anything on the platform.
Ah, well...
Why did you think I was accusing you?
Well, I thought... because you mentioned my violin case in the context of the purse.
Apropos, may I have a look at your violin? It must be a very extraordinary piece.
Oh, that's not possible. It's a genuine Guarneri.
Very valuable.
Very. And also very sensitive.
What could harm it here? Light? Air? May I ask you to open the violin case?
No, you may not. I'm not guilty of anything.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Then I'm afraid you need a warrant. I will not stand back and let you rifle through my belongings.
Fy faen, altså, jeg skulle dratt til deg med den...
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Åh, fy søren, altså, så fikk. Vet du hva, den øksa der, den skal rett i huet ditt.
Excuse me, Lady Westmacott.
Constable Zelda.
Jeg skulle ikke snakke med det. Jeg skulle ikke snakke med deg!
Another time. Farewell, Lady Westmacott.
Constable?
Jeg skulle snakke med frisøren, altså. Det der kamera-line-up-opplegget her, altså, det er helt forferdelig. Men jeg skulle jo ikke jeg skulle ikke tilbake hit. Jeg skulle snakke med hun dama, så skal jeg få en hårnål. Skåten, altså. Ja. Uffa meg, det skal ikke være enkelt.
Excuse me, Lady...
Jeg skulle ikke snakke til deg!
Another time. Farewell,
Constable.
Mrs. Miller?
Takk Gud, det var vanskelig, altså.
Yes?
Please.
One of my hairpins?
It's a long story.
Well, if you...
Go ahead, Mary. The constable won't do it any harm. Will you, Mr. Zell?
Of course.
Is this one okay?
It'll do nothing. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
Så det bak. Her så skal vi drive med litt lockpicking. Skyrim i disse. Ja, nei da. Der vet du.
I need a bit of wire or something.
Ja. Yes.
And suddenly, it's me who's the thief on the train.
Gode gamle Anton, fikser det her, da.
Oops, that was easier than expected. Batteries, a toothbrush, shaving brush, but not the key to the compartment door. Just this one. Too small for the door, but it might still be useful.
Ok, da var det plukket opp. Ok, det her blir for enkelt, altså.
A key to a padlock, I'm sure.
Da vet jeg hvor vi skal gå. Da blir det ut denne veien her. Fy søren, altså, noen stjerner og planeter bare liner opp. Vi fikser jo det her.
The box is...
Jeg må equippe nøkkelen. Kødder du meg? Ja. Prøv å finne ut av den gjennomstående her, da.
That's it.
Fy faen,
There
det er
we
flink,
go.
ass.
This should help.
Ok, og hva skulle jeg med den der? Jeg glemte det. Hva kan jeg bruke den her til? Ja, vi må tilbake til Sigmund. Prøven på din hans. Fy søren, altså. Det går tregt her, det gjør det. Jeg kommer til å daue med det der i kamera og... Halla, kompis. Tenker jeg skal hjelpe deg, ja. Da tar vi her sånn, og så prøver vi her veien.
I bet I could really get a grip on the bolt with these.
Well, come on then, hurry up.
Hello?
Hallo?
I barely left the window ajar.
Nothing to see.
Nei! Han mistet lua si. Faen.
Are you okay?
Yes, fine.
Do you have any idea why the door was locked?
I don't know. Maybe the constant vibrations caused the lock to lock itself.
You can't possibly believe that.
Well, then what's your theory?
The conductor could have locked it from the outside. On the other hand, it could have been someone here in the compartment who locked the door from the inside.
Who? And where have they gone?
Klatrer et vindu,
Find out
idiot.
Who would be that insane?
You tell me, Professor. So, what are you hiding in your bag? What do you have that would be worth stealing?
No, nothing.
No valuables?
Certainly not. Not on my salary.
It was enough for a first-class compartment on a luxury train.
That's my business.
Det absolut.
You're playing a dangerous... I'd like to look around a bit.
Of course.
Wow. You have a very nice fountain pen. Privacy.
If you'd managed to decode hieroglyphics that boggled the best minds of the last 3,000 years, you'd have received a gift like that as well.
Her en knapp.
What's this?
What do you have there?
It's a button. From a suit or a uniform, I guess.
Oi, oi.
I might have lost it.
Maybe. Maybe
Konstabel.
not.
Har uniform.
If I notice anyone with a missing button on his jacket, I'll ask him about it. But I wouldn't get my hopes up. If there was a burglar, he climbed out the window and jumped off the train. No, nothing interesting. The Bible? I really wonder what the professor is hiding from me. But I can't just rifle through the luggage of innocent citizens. This is the 60s.
Ikke sant. Er det ikke noe mer jeg kan få gjort da?
Assuming there really was someone in the compartment, and he climbed out the window, where's he gone?
Nei, si det du. Jeg prøver å snakke med deg.
He's hiding something from me,
Ja,
and
det gjør
I
han,
have to
kompis.
find out what it is. Professor Lucien?
Yes?
Oh, nothing.
Well, good.
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye.
Hvem er det som har en knappenål som må sjekkes ut? Oi, oi, oi. Det er ikke butleren da?
The Baroness seems to have... I better not bother her.
Ok.
Pardon me, sir.
We could have used you a few minutes ago.
Hallo? Hei.
Er det recording?
Det er recording på gang.
Talk til mitt spiller.
Hæ?
Du tror du var down på å spise?
Den på spise? Ja, det kan være greit det. Yes. Da må vi slutte med den gjerningsdommer da.